Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Union Cross. I'm going to try to attempt to get a better score in this high score challenge. Last video I didn't use anything crazy. I pretty much did the same kind of setup I did here, but with less percentage. I'm now going to use Tifa and Aerith with 4 KR11s and then a Fred Metal Sephiroth EX, which is going to give me 75%, and hopefully that gets me to top 1000. I doubt it, but I'm going to try it anyways. If anything, go for top 2000. If you guys don't know already, the man in black should not be fused together unless you can guilt it. If you can't guilt it, even if you can guilt it, it might be better for you to keep it separate, but I believe if you can guilt it, go for it. It's really going to help in Coliseum. But in Proud mode, if you guys can activate this metal, keep it separate. Keeping this metal separate is guaranteed 20,500 damage, which is incredible, especially in Proud mode, because that's every enemy's HP except for like the targets. So you can really easily clear a lot of Proud mode quests with this. And also, even Coliseum, if you had 5 copies of him, it's not possible, but let's say you had 5 copies of him, that is 100,000 damage with 5 metals. It's not realistic to do, it's kind of dumb to do it, but that's just my point. It's guaranteed damage no matter the level of the enemy, so it's really good. But, or I might be wrong about that whole no matter the level of the enemy, but it does say fixed amount of damage, so I'm pretty sure it's supposed to do 20,000 to everybody. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know everything, guys. Just because I don't have those medals and I don't test them out. I do have the medals, I just never test them out. So anyways, we're going to go with 75% here. I am looking to get top 1000. I doubt I am. We are going to use the Fred Metal Sephiroth EX just like my free-to-play account. And talking about my free-to-play account, the video I just released, I am going to mimic that same exact setup I have, but I'm going to add 1 KR11 to that setup and try a different route. Because people in the comment section have been saying that the speed route gives the least amount of score and the power route and magic route actually give a better one. Some say power route gives more score than all of them. Some say magic. I do have to test that out. As soon as I got time, I'll test it out, guys. If you haven't noticed, I've been very low on time. I read everybody's comments, but I never get a chance to really respond to everyone because, again, Penelope and I just started work again. All the time I took off to help Kelly with the first couple of weeks with Penelope to make sure everything went smoothly is gone. Now I have no more free time. I'm back to working my long shifts and only having very minimum time to do these videos. So I'm sorry if I'm not responding to the comments like I used to, but I'm trying and I am reading everybody's comments. So no, it's not going to waste. Know that you're not talking to anybody. I read everything. Trust me on this. So we're going to go with 75%. Later on, I'm going to copy my free-to-play accounts, put an extra 10%, and see if I can do it with like 52%. I doubt you can do 52%. I think 56% is the minimum you need for 30 million. And even when I figured an easy way to do that, I'll let you know. So let's go with this at 75%. Let's see if I can get a better score. Obviously, I'm going to get a better score just because of Tifa and Aerith. It's an extra 7% if I'm correct from my last run. We are going to go the speed route because of my Sephiroth EX is going to do all the damage. Now, I can't buff on these guys. The whole point of these guys is just surviving. And I'm using my Fenrir because that's my level 35 Keyblade. I believe the higher your Keyblade level is, the more damage your Friend Metal does. And certain Keyblades have a better percentage for Friend Metals. I don't know the exact numbers. If anyone knows, leave in the comment section. But every Keyblade has a certain multiplier for your Friend Metal. Not really a multiplier, but like you'll notice a low-level Keyblade won't do as much as someone with a high-level Keyblade. Their Friend Metal will do a lot more damage than your low-level Keyblade. So a level 10 Starlight and someone using a level 25 Starlight, the person with the level 25 Starlight using the same exact Friend Metal, that Friend Metal actually does extra damage compared to the level 10 Starlight. At least that's what I heard. So with that theory, if it's correct, I'm using level 35 Fenrir because my maxed L Keyblade. The other one is Divine Rose, but my KR11s are magic, and Divine Rose has a lot of magic slots, and I don't want to use that because they possibly can kill the low-level enemies, and I'll lose all score there, so I don't want that happening. Right here, Tifa and Aerith is on a 1.10 multiplier, but hopefully the tap's not strong enough. It isn't. This is a Fenrir, and that was the only part I was scared of, and so it looks like Tifa and Aerith won't be an issue. Now, I absolutely cannot buff during this section right here because all my buff medals are AoE and it will wipe out the whole group. So we're starting off with 177,000 score, which is pretty good. For this room right here, again, I can't buff. I just got to make sure that I could possibly buff with the last one. To tell you guys the truth, I think I can buff with this. Let's see. Oh! just enough. So you can start buffing on the second group. The second group you can start buffing at least once if your KR11's on the end of the Keyblade and has nothing on it. I don't level up buff medals. Never ever ever level up your buff medals if you're gonna use them for high score challenges. Now here I could possibly use 2. So I'm gonna use 1 right here, and then I'm gonna use another one. Now I'm not using Tifa and Aerith because Tifa and Aerith are only 2 strength and 2 general defense down. And again, general defense down does not help your score at all. So we're not going to use that. We're going to tap on the one with the higher HP because it is going to do damage because of the buff. I possibly could have even buffed 3 times here using 3 KR11s, but I'm just trying to play it safe for the first run through. So far we're looking good. It looks like from this point on I can start full buffing and getting a better score. Now I only need to buff with 3 of these KR11s. Actually, I can keep buffing with all of them. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, so I have to buff with all 4. If I'm right here, PSM 2 tiers. Yeah, so 7 tiers I need to buff with all of them because I'm not using a Tyree or 0.2 carry. So I'm going to buff with all of them except for Tifa and Aerith, which I'm going to swipe with so it doesn't do any damage, and Sephiroth can do all the damage and kill everybody in that one shot. Again, its HP doesn't matter because you're using a single hit medal. If you use multi-hit medals, the more HP on the enemy, the better your score will be. But when you have a medal like Sephiroth EX that does 1 single hit, you can do as much damage as you want. As long as the enemies are alive, you will get full credit for that. So, from this point on, it's straightforward. It's just buff, 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 Sephiroth EX, buff, 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 Sephiroth EX, and just laugh at everything dying. Because I know for certain, because of my free-to-play account, that the Sephiroth EX friend medal is strong enough on its own. I'm pretty sure right here I have to buff as much as I'm buffing, because 4 copies does give me that 7, 2, 4, 6, 8. If I had an extra attack KR11, which I haven't combined any of them together, I will in a future video to talk about the medal for its best traits, skills, all that. My medal spotlights, basically. I'm going to go over this medal in detail because this medal is potentially a 0.2 Kairi killer, and so is Tifa and Aerith. So the game is definitely progressing. It's changing. 0.2 Kairi is not as important as it used to be. Still, hands down, a very, very good medal. So 0.2 Kairi, I'm not saying it is bad, but if you don't have 0.2 Kairi and you don't want to do a mercy pull and you want to wait for a lucky pull to get a 0.2 Kairi and you have KR11 with extra attack, you're pretty much okay to skip out on 0.2 Kairi reprint banner. So just keep that in mind. If you have an extra attack KR11 and you don't have a 0.2 Kairi, you do not have to pull for that banner. And if you have an extra attack Tifa and Aerith or an extra attack Key Art medal, then you guys can possibly copy Tifa and Aerith with your extra attack nominate or extra attack Key Art medal and have 6 strength up and -6 general defense down in 2 medals. 0.2 Kairi not needed because every other medal in the game, really strong medals, also buff and debuff. So there's no real point. Like right here, Sephiroth EX has 5 power buff, and then what is it? 3? Is it 3 power defense down on the enemy? Let me double check that. But the point is, yeah, 3 tiers down on the enemy. The point is that you don't need Tyree anymore. You don't need 0.2 Kairi anymore because one, Sephiroth EX takes care of itself, and so will future medals. And 2, a lot of these key arts and Tifa and Aerith have the buffs that we need. And as long as you have extra attack medals, you are pretty much set to just really change the way your game is with L0.2 Kairi. So save your 15,000 jewels if you do have a KR11. That's where I'm trying to get at. So far, this looks pretty good. This is actually a lot better score than my last one, which I don't remember too much, but I know in this room we were at a lower score on this one because I was trying to calculate it before I went through the whole thing. And I was like, am I going to make 30 million? And as you guys can see in the top right, I barely hit 30 million. Well, not barely. 998,000 is a million extra score, but I was worried about that if I was not going to hit 30 million. So far, so good, though. Definitely so far, so good. We are going to full clear this. Hopefully, I hit top 1,000, or at least I know where top 1,000 is. If you guys know what top 1,000 is at the moment, let me know. That'd be great. I can't do, you know what, it doesn't even matter. Let other people know. For me personally, it's not going to do anything because I can't pull no more Sephiroths. Tsum Tsum medals, there's no point of pulling because I have KR11s. So I cannot change my score unless I use a different path, like the power path or magic path, and a different medal. If I use my own Axel EX, I don't know. I might actually redo this again too using Axel EX. But the thing is, if I use Axel EX, I'm losing a slot for percentage. So this is a lot better to do. I'm using Tifa and Aerith now to get that general defense down to kill the enemy, not to get extra score. So don't get mistaken right now. Tifa and Aerith is being used to make sure that Sephiroth EX here kills them one shot. Because I got no defense boost and I have no second chance. This is purely just the VIP medals and Tifa and Aerith. No skills, no chips, no Dales. Only thing wasted is Sids. And if I can get a really good score, it's not a waste. Especially because the Sids are going to be used on Tifa and Aerith, and they're going to be used on a Kier 11, as long as I don't fuse the wrong Kier 11 into the one with Sids on it. That's all I got to remember, and I didn't waste anything for this high score challenge, which is really nice. It's really, really good, actually. So far, so good. Let's try to finish this quick, because these videos take a while. High score challenge videos are a long time, and when you're not really pumping out some crazy strategy, trying to use sleep or paralysis, there's not much to watch. It's basically just a commentary, and the commentary is, it's not that great. It's not that great, especially when you're ready to clear yourself. But I believe we have about 4 more enemies, or 3 more. This one, the helicopter fleet over there, and that gargoyle, if I remember the speed route properly. Hopefully I didn't miss any buffs either. Usually when I talk with you guys, if you've noticed my trait videos or guilt videos, I do big mistakes. Rest in peace, Chip and Dale. Never going to be guilted on this account unless they bring it back. Just because how distracted I am when I'm talking in the video, my mind goes somewhere else and I forget to swipe or level up certain medals to make sure that they fuse into each other. That video was so sad. Alright, so this enemy right here, 22,343,000 on my free-to-play account. Oh, I got 2. I was wrong. The visibles are here. I was gonna say, because 22 million seems like my free-to-play account when it finished this room. So I was totally wrong. I'm definitely gonna, I think this might get me a score of 32 million, maybe even 33, but that is the best I can do. I can't definitely, if I had Sephiroth, I can't believe how hard Sephiroth EX was to pull. Like, you guys saw a lot of us post all our pull videos and we got nothing. And I mean, like, some people pulled over 60 times and got nothing. It's really, really sad to see that, because the amount of people that spent money saving for so many months, like, there were so many of you who sat there and waited and waited and waited, skipped Axel, skipped a whole bunch of banners because you're like, Sephiroth EX is the medal to get. And to clarify on that, every new medal in JP is the medal to get. It's the new medal. So when we get a banner in North America, guys, that's the medal to get. When you see a Mercy pulling a good medal, that's the medal to get. Stop looking at JP, because you're going to be saving and then you're going to be disappointed like the Sephiroth EX, which crushed a lot of people's souls. So right here, we hit about the same score, and we have 1 enemy left, which doesn't seem like I'm going to get 5 million from that enemy. So it doesn't look like I'll hit top 1,000. I believe top 1,000 is in the 34 million range. I could be wrong. Let's finish this. Chocolate Gargoyle is our last enemy, level 750. Sephiroth EX should be able to wipe this out in one shot. At least I think this is the last enemy. It should be. I've only added like an extra 7% on my Keyblade, or did I add more than that? I used 4 key arts, right? So technically I added 14% more. I can't remember the percentage I used for my last high score challenge. It was Axel and 4 key art 10s, or key art 11s, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I don't think I need Nova here. I don't think I need Nova here. Please? Woo! Okay, 33,699,000. That is pretty good. Now, I'm going to redo this, not on camera with you guys. What I'm actually going to do is go to the power route with Sephiroth EX and see if I definitely can't swipe again. See if I can get a better score on the power route. I never know what to do with that last enemy. I really, really suck at that. But I'm going to go do power versus power, see if the power route actually gives a better score. But for now, let's see if I hit somewhere near the top 1,000, and hopefully I'm in top 2,000. I don't know yet. Let's see. Definitely not going to get a new reward because we unlocked the 30 million already. What place? What place? What place? 1,343rd place. Wow. Okay. So, definitely not going to get in top 1,000 if I can't increase my score to 35 million. That really sucks. For now, I'm going to cut this out right here. I'm going to do the high score challenge again on the power route. So I'm going to take the same exact setup. with the Sephiroth EX boosted, go into the power route. I'm going to clear the whole thing, and we're going to see what my end score is. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so we're back. This is the power route. As you guys can see, the shadow here is actually a power enemy. Two things. Thing number one is that I didn't need to use KR11 on every single enemy. Only the enemies that already had defense buffs on them, like the helicopter fleet. So me going KR11, 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 that wasn't necessary. All I needed was 2 KR11s because Sephiroth EX already has all the other buffs. So I didn't need to activate all 4. Big mistake. That's only if you're using Sephiroth EX. Number 2, my score is pretty much the same here, if you guys can notice. I'm gonna use a KR11 here, but yeah, my score is basically the same right now. Almost a little bit different by what, 50,000? But I feel like it should be a lot less because it was power versus power, where I was using power versus speed, and that has the extra damage from critical hits from being super effective. So it feels kind of weird that the 2 scores are so similar, even though I used a neutral damage metal, power versus power. So that makes me think that maybe some routes are better output than others. Maybe I just buffed a little bit differently in this one than I did the last one. Who knows? But for sure, I definitely got around the same score. I'll do some more testing, but what I really want to know, guys, is where top 1000 is right now, and if it's worth me stressing out more tests or not. Definitely for now, I'm gonna just sit back for a bit and not do any more until I have more time, because right now this took quite a while to redo this, rerun this, and I just want to take a little break. I just want to take a little break. I did my free-to-play account once. I did this account twice. Technically a third time to redo that power one. So I'm going to be done here for a couple days until I get another day off. I do got to start working tomorrow again. So when I do have another day off, I'll do another video of me finding out something new, or increasing my score at least. If I increase my score, I'll let you guys know. But for now, that's it, guys. 1,343rd place. That's good enough for me. Let me know what top 1,000 is, and let me know what percentage you guys are using for that as well. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.